Get ready for takeoff in
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Nothing's happening back there.
Nothing at all.
Everything's good.
You're listening to Look Who's Ranting Now with your host, the baddest man in the podcast land, Artiste Cologne.
I ain't gonna tell nobody. What's going on, world? You know who it is. It's the baddest man in the podcast land, Artiste Cologne. And joining me tonight, every single Thursday night, it's blood of my blood, my mama's sister's son. It's Mr. Boom with that thing. What you doing, Mr. Boom?
Man, you know, I'm taking it one day at a time.
That's it? That's it? What's troubling?
Ain't no trouble.
No trouble.
Just one day at a time. How you been, man?
I've been pretty good, man. Glad to have you here, man.
I'm glad to be here. Glad to
No
be
doubt,
here.
no doubt. And of course, in the corner of Timeout by herself on the couch, we got your good.
Damn.
In Timeout, we got your good karma. What's going on with you?
Hey y'all, while I'm in timeout, doesn't matter. You know, this is the exclusive section over here.
Oh, that's what it is.
That's where everybody getting over here. This is the exclusive section. You call it timeout, I call it exclusive.
Hey,
Oh, we in economy. That's what you
you
saying.
can call it. You can call it. You can't sit with me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can sit with us.
There you go. This the woman's corner. You know, y'all hold it down over there and all that good stuff.
Keep that same energy when Echo the model get here. You called it the woman.
Make them sit in that chair. You tell them.
I'll let them know. And where can they follow you at?
At Your Good Karma _.
And of course, my right hand man in the building. You know who it is. Chef Magic cooking up the hot takes.
You know, real.
Man, how you been, man?
Man, vibing as usual, man.
No doubt, no doubt. You ready to get into this?
Always, man, always. Glad to be here.
No doubt. And before we get started, we have to acknowledge the person behind the scenes, the glue that keeps everything together, that posts all of our TikTok clips. You know what I'm saying? Keeps the social media buzzing.
Got us growing and glowing.
Yeah, growing and glowing when we was all off. She never took a day, never sleep. The original hustler back there, like a bug. How you doing?
How y'all doing? We good.
Doing good. Glad you're in studio with us, having a good time.
I am. I'm glad to be here. Blessed.
Long as you on our team, we good. Oh, look. And she our bartender too.
You want to pass the cup? Cause
She definitely our bartender. A bartender. I also need the Malibu and stuff too. You could just bring it over here if you don't mind. Oh yeah. And listen, y'all. Right now, we refilling our drinks. Getting loose up in here. Make sure y'all pour y'all something to drink. We about to get into trending topics in just a moment. If you have not done so already, make sure you follow us on all social media at Look Who's Ranting Now. Also, later on, we're gonna have some trivia for y'all. Y'all on TikTok, y'all on Podbean. Let me know how y'all doing tonight.
Y'all. We got bottle girls in the building.
Bottle girls in the building.
Wilding out. I'm messing with y'all. Listen, we got some crazy trending topics that we need to talk about. And of course, some good slapper caps. Karma was hosting on Tuesday. You know, we was talking about leaving, should we leave Ciara alone?
Correct.
And if y'all missed that was really good. Really good. It's still up on Twitter. The replay is up on there. We had a good pre-conversation prior to starting up that show.
Oh, yeah. Our pre-conversation lasted like 30 minutes.
Hey, it lasted a minute, right? And what was the consensus? Should we leave Ciara alone for the stuff that she was... For just existing, is what you would say. Just doing her thing.
I think the consensus on, like, her making music and stuff, we were like, yeah, because as adults, like, you can listen to the music, but, it's all for entertainment. Like, everybody that's creative and makes a song, they're not going through what they put out. You know what I'm saying? So it was the consensus was on that portion. Please let Ciara make her music. And like I said, y'all not listening to it or buying it anyway. So why you in an uproar? When the last time y'all bought a Ciara album?
So just let her be.
Let her make her music. Like, y'all not even checking for all these people. It was that one tweet got 3.4 million hits on it for a girl putting Ciara in her place. When the last time Ciara did 3.4 million units on an album?
That's true.
That's no shade, but that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So y'all really don't care. It's just to get in on the conversation and the tea and on what's trending at the time, the fake outrage.
And to drive variations of the same comment.
Of the same comment.
Underneath. But I get what you're saying. But let's jump on into these trending topics because we had some other stuff pop off.
Let's get this party started. You know what time it is. It's time for Trending Topics on Look Who's Ranting Now. You can always follow Look Who's Ranting Now on YouTube, Spotify, Amazon, and everywhere else you get your podcasts.
All right, it's time for some trending topics where we cover things that have happened over the past week. No old news. We try to keep it as fresh as possible. You know what I'm saying? As fresh as a loaf of bread. And this past week, what we had was one giant slice. One giant slice. And I shared this with your good comment, Like a Bug, on Tuesday after the show. What happened was we had a woman on who was tweeted out by Clown World on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
And it had over 4.5 million views as of Tuesday, right? There was this woman who was enjoying a giant slice of pizza.
Okay.
Which could possibly be her second slice. On context for the slice, right? Hold on. I'm building. I'm cooking.
He's fat phobic.
No, I'm not. I can't echo here. Hold on. I can't be fat phobic.
Oh
I'd be scared of a mirror. You know what I'm saying? So
not true. It's fat people out there that's fat phobic, man. Come on.
No. There ain't no such thing. You can't be fat and fat phobic. Like that's a whole nother topic.
Boy, if you don't get
Here we go. So she was enjoying this giant slice from a pizzeria that has a slice of pizza that's as big as a pizza itself. This is context for like how giant these slices are.
Correct.
So she's either on her second or third. Had 4.5 million views.
He's fat
And I'm not. But what somebody brought up in the comments, an interesting question. They said serving someone this size because she's an let me be careful. We're on TikTok. She is an excessively obese.
She is what they would call an SSBBW.
Yeah.
Okay,
There you-
SSBBW.
Correct.
Let's do that.
Yes.
It said serving someone this size should be a crime. I mean, bartenders can't serve a person that is over intoxicated. What's the difference? Right? Now, this brought up a topic, and I went back and forth with Razman about this. And I was like, we're going to talk about this on the show. Should there be some type of system, right, to where if you are overindulging in just about anything, whether it be alcohol, food can be as, I guess, damaging or as, unhealthy as, that extra glass of wine or that too much alcohol or whatnot. Should there be something to where you go to an all you can eat place or this pizza parlor and they say there's a 2-slice maximum? We can't serve any more than that because this is contributing towards the killing of your liver or stomach or whatever.
I would say no to that.
You would say no to that.
Yes,
Okay.
Because when you're in business, you're in business to make money, and you make a lot of money out of people that are
True, but-
overconsume.
But if you
And-
kill your customers,
Well, the customers killing themselves because they will just come to you and eat 2 slices, go somewhere else, eat another 2 slices, and you just keep moving around. You're just making it harder for them to consume or overeat or, whatever it is. Because you look at it this way, when it comes to alcohol, they got to cut you off because, alcohol is one of those things that you get impaired from drinking too much. And then you will drive down the street and kill somebody in your vehicle because
what if
you're
you
drunk.
have a heart attack?
Or you can drink yourself to death with alcohol on the
Right.
same night.
You can drink
So-
yourself to death, but you can also let's say, now listen, I am not saying I'm for this. Let me just go ahead and preface that.
The likeliness
I'm
of
saying
you
is that
overeating
I'm
and having
making
a heart
this-
attack at that moment is not realistic.
Where it not realistic, but
It's
like
not as common, but
not
I
as
mean,
common, but
does,
it is
does happen.
plausible.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's plausible. It's possible. It's not prevalent. It's not something that you can go prove. Because usually when people have medical conditions, when they're driving a car, nobody says, "Hey, where was the last place you ate at?"
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Or what were you eating prior to this heart attack? It's just like you had a heart attack at the wheel, and people died. They're not saying, "Hey, you had, you was at this giant pizzeria or whatever, and I'm just making a case for this debate because it went on and on, and the replies, the back and forth, and I was like, wow, this is something we could talk about, but it's like, if you regulate food, what do you stop at? Like where do you draw the line?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
If you try to regulate food, then you got to start discriminating people because you're gonna be like, well, if you weigh this much, you can only have one. Like it's like,
that was about to be my point.
If you weigh 400 pounds, you get one slice or two slices.
And then what if you're like a bodybuilder that weigh 400 pounds who's trying to
bulk up,
overeat just to bulk up for a competition or something like that? It's like, oh, well, since you a bodybuilder, you 400 pounds, but we'll still let you eat because you muscular, and then you not a bodybuilder.
Now go on, say it.
Well, I don't know what you can't say on TikTok.
Don't say it. No, I'm playing.
So I've been trying to keep things as PG as possible.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was.
Sometimes people need that harsh reality.
What's that? We got CJC on the line. What
sometimes people need the harsh reality.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you in favor of something like this, right? Passing some type of law.
I'm saying like I could see both sides of the coins.
Okay.
Here's my take on it, right?
Like basically, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry, CJ. I thought you had finished. My take on it is this: if this was a skinnier person eating that slice of pizza, there would have never been a thread, right? There would have never been a conversation about
Kobayashi.
About limiting anything. Yeah. If a skinny person was at that restaurant, more than likely they would have called it a mukbang. Everybody would have gave it millions of views. Wow, where'd you get that pizza at?
I'm acting like I know, but what's a mukbang?
A mukbang is the people that get online and they eat for a living. And people watch it and it gets millions of views and it makes them millionaires, right?
Okay.
So if it was a skinnier person doing that, nobody would talk about regulating food, right? Nobody would talk about what CJ said when it comes to harsh realities, because what people associate with fat is being unhealthy. When you have skinny people who got diabetes, skinny people who eat like trash, skinny people who don't go to the gym, skinny people who can't walk 100 meters without being out of breath, but because they're skinny, they're associated with being healthy because skinny is healthy, when that's not the truth, right?
Gotcha.
However, when it does come to some of the things that we serve, like they have a place in Las Vegas, and I can't lie, I want to go. It's called the Heart Attack Grill.
With the big old burger.
With the big old burgers. He is serving like milkshakes with big sticks of butter in it. He is serving like big and listen, at this place, you have to weigh over 350 pounds. If you do, you eat free. All you can eat for free.
If you over 350?
If you over 350 pounds, everybody that goes in, you can weigh in if you want to. And if you weigh in and you weigh over 350 pounds, you eat free, right?
It's super unhealthy.
And listen,
I agree.
Hold on. Here's the kicker about that. Yeah. He used to be a doctor. He's a certified physician, board physician. His point was he spent his life trying to get people to eat right, trying to get people to do what they're going to do. He said people just do not have the self-control. So I'm going to give you what you want. And he's like so popular and so famous. And it's like people are going to do what they want to do. Even say you regulate the food. That ain't going to stop nobody that wants to overeat from overeating, right? It's just not going to happen.
Right. I think like that goes to the question. That's what it's really about. Is like who takes the responsibility.
The person who putting the foot in their mouth.
Yeah, it's like I think when you say I'm gonna cut you off, it's more so self-serving than it is about the person. It comes off as if I'm gonna stop serving you. Yeah, because I'm trying to help you. No, if something happens, you just don't want to be the one that say, "Man, well, you was the one that served that last pizza, or I gave them that last drink, this, that, and the third." So I think that's what it really comes down to. Because like you said, shoot, if you don't get the last two slices from you, I'm just going to go somewhere else and get it if I really want to.
Else.
You know what I mean? And same thing, with serving.
It'll probably drive up business, honestly. If you went to Popeyes and you could only, the max you could get was a 2-piece, for every person that was in the car.
We seen what that looked like when you can only get one sandwich. We saw what that looked like.
Lines was crazy, right?
And people was dying. What are we talking about?
Yeah, they just gonna
at the Popeyes.
They're gonna leave one Popeyes with a 2-piece and a biscuit.
And might get hit with a 2-piece.
Yeah, drive to KFC and get the other 2 pieces. But they're going home with 4.
Right.
It is what it is.
I just don't think you can regulate something like that. And I think even if you could, it just wouldn't help the issue because if you had,
people gonna find a way.
If you overeat, you overeat, and then again, back to the point that nobody cares when a skinny person eats 3 triple cheeseburgers. Nobody blinks an eye.
But it's
they tell you, "Oh, you got a fast metabolism."
Exactly.
They took in the same amount of calories, the same amount of grease. It does the body the same exact way. Just on this person, for whatever reason, with their genetics, they don't gain it in their belly or whatever the case like that. So, that's a dumb conversation, and I'm not surprised it was on Facebook.
Oh no, it was on Twitter.
It was on Twitter. I'm not surprised about that.
Equally not surprised.
Equally not surprised.
Yeah.
Like,
on Twitter they talk about everything.
Yeah, like people being concerned with other people's health is such a joke. Like,
it seems disingenuous.
It's so disingenuous. It's just your own, negative stereotypes you have about a person. Right. Oh, they fat, they unhealthy. Or they fat. People do not care about whether you live or die tomorrow. You RIP today, next week you ain't thinking about the person.
Prime example, just to piggyback off of that, like the guy, the Bills player that passed out in the game, right? When we all thought he was on his deathbed.
Damar Hamlin?
Yes. It was nothing but love for Damar, this, that, and the third. And then when he finally showed his face again and was able to make a public appearance, we got to see his face. Then the first thing that come out was like, what was that he was wearing on his coat?
Exactly.
That was like ready to tear this dude down. Like
tearing him up.
But just like a week ago, it was all about, we doing this for Damar. We love Damar.
Yeah.
All it took for you to change, to flip the switch was a coat, a jacket that he had good intentions.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I don't normally
believe it either.
Quote the great philosopher Jay-Z, but rich nigga, poor nigga, field nigga, house nigga.
It's real, though.
I'm telling you.
It's real.
Oh, damn. I forgot about that. Y'all don't y'all don't do me like that. Now. I ain't gonna
That's the host. Y'all don't get him for that.
Yeah, I ain't gonna
say what he want to say. Look at our social media manager back there.
She's like, boy, you did it.
We almost got in trouble.
He was quoting. There
was a quote. He didn't say it. That Jay-Z said it. Y'all go block him.
Yeah. I said rich in, poor in.
He cited credits.
References,
everything.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. But I get it. It's a silly debate.
Very silly.
Going from one silly thing to an even more silly thing. All right. We got a trans teacher, right, who had prosthetic Z as in zebra, Z-cup breast, right, that they always came to school with. This is a teacher at the school. I want to pass around this photo so y'all can see.
Oh, Lord.
And then I don't know how close I can put it to the TikTok camera of it. We don't have to.
Let's not.
So we don't get in any trouble. But this was a trans woman teacher who had Z-cup prosthetic breast. Right?
What is a prosthetic breast? Are you saying implants?
No. I'm saying prosthetic over the top. Like
it's just like a fake. Just like a costume.
They're like a fake hand, fake arm. They do for like army people.
Oh, I didn't know they did prosthetic chest pieces.
Prosthetic chest, right?
Yeah, that's new to me too.
It with built-in hard nipples. Okay, free the nipple, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I know that's a big campaign right now. So had prosthetic breasts, and the teacher was put on leave because they found out that when the teacher was off from school, they would not wear the prosthetic breasts and would present themselves as masculine.
Oh, God.
Regular masculine. I do not know. We don't have all the details if this teacher was trying to prove a point. You know what I'm saying? And trying to get people to see how, wild this can be. Mm-hmm. Or, how anybody could just go in there and do this. But initially, they couldn't do anything with the teacher because it's trans, so you're protected, and they had these Z-cup implants. I wish you could see this. This is so ridiculous. The breasts are like, it looks like like someone's pregnant with a turkey.
It looks like
you know what I'm saying? Like
it doesn't look real.
It doesn't look real. It's ridiculous. You know, it was put on leave, and a lot of people are, fighting for him. Fighting for her. That's what I said. Yeah, fighting for her, saying that she deserves to wear whatever she wants. Regardless of how it affects students or whatnot, and what they do. Off the clock should not matter. If they identify as trans during school hours, then she can wear her Z-plant breast. I just feel like this is the reason why I even brought this topic to this show. This is such a 2023 thing.
Talk about it.
Like, when you think about how does this make the news? How is this something that is like a viral thing, a thing that we're actually talking about, right? Like, this is so wild because no other teacher, whether cisgendered or not, trying to get my terminology right, so y'all don't try no banning. Like, whether cisgendered woman or not,
correct,
could go teach a class with hard nipples and no bra consistently all the time. Correct. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would just be a thing, period, right? It would be considered inappropriate. So why does a trans woman get to do it?
I feel like in any professional setting, and I understand free the nipple and be able to do what you want, but in a professional setting and especially corporate world, you're expected not to show it. Like, you don't have to wear a bra necessarily. You can wear nipple covers. Like, I wear those. I don't wear a bra because, they hurt. But still, like, you don't have to, you're expected not to show, to have some kind of decorum about yourself. You have to look a certain way. Like, you can't go in front of a legislator in a courtroom and trying to defend somebody's case and, everything just hanging out.
You would think,
I was gonna say you can,
but it seems like the results you can.
But then the jury would not probably lean in your client's favor because they're like, you don't even look presentable yourself. How are you
professional?
Professional. My bad, not presentable, but professional yourself.
Yeah, like it's just such a wild thing. I thought, what? This is so 2023 because these aren't things that we're talking about in 2005.
Here's the thing. It might be 2023, but I think it just goes all back to like the bar is in hell with everything, right? Because you have like this equal playing field of everything all over. So people would probably compare that to, well, this teacher got on tight pants and she has a big butt. What's the difference? Right? Because you've seen things like that. Right?
Yeah.
It's still like, and people would say, well, you're trying to sexualize the kids and stuff like that. And it's just, it's like, here's the thing. Everybody that's grown, stay grown. Leave the kids alone. I don't care. I don't care about nothing else out of it. I don't care. The school is for school.
Period.
They don't need to be, if you want to identify as you want to identify, it's fine. And you can wear what you want to wear. What's the problem of covering up the nipples? Like, if that's the outfit that the person is wearing, they're out of order. Point of order, okay?
Check your. I sent you the text with the link. Where you
okay.
Can see different pictures.
And it's just like you can wear that and it's fine. However, it's like to me, for real, the battle now is about children and kids, right?
Exactly.
And it's like, just leave the kids alone. Like, I am so happy I grew up in a time where I didn't even start thinking about that stuff till I was like in 7th or 8th grade. Like, it was still like Barbie dolls and stuff when I was younger. I didn't have to worry about certain things because at that time adults just kept that between adults.
Exactly.
It had nothing to do with children. And people are not saying that some children are earlier, right? Some children grow up faster and that's reason. Fine. And we're not saying that like we have all known a child that was younger and we knew when that child was 5 that child was gay. Everybody has known that. But we didn't sit there and be like, so you want to, introduce them to all this sexualized stuff? Right. You didn't do that. And I understand the whole, it's not about sexualized, it's about gender. At the end of the day, it's about sex. It just is. It's about sex at the end of the day and sexualizing and introducing these things to children. And it's not appropriate. Like, you can be whatever you want to be around children. Hold yourself with some decorum. as Eric Mays would say, it's about decorum.
Mm-hmm. And not only that, it's your job.
Come on.
Act like it's your damn job. When you are working, you are getting paid to be another version of yourself. A more professional version of yourself.
Come on.
So
you're
come
paid
to work
for
and
the
look
job.
like exactly.
You're not even paid to be you.
Exactly. You're not being paid to be
when
your
you're
damn
a
self.
social studies teacher, you're paid to teach social studies.
Come on now.
You're not paid to be any version of yourself. The job doesn't have personality built into it. That's why there's a curriculum. Teach the subject matter and go on about your day. I'm not saying don't be a person.
Right.
I'm just saying that who you are necessarily. Yeah, it doesn't necessarily have to be a part of your curriculum.
Yeah.
Don't teach who you are.
And it's
don't teach your character.
There's a time and place.
Teach social studies.
Exactly.
And that's not the time or place for that.
And it sucks that because as much as people want to preserve the innocence of children, they're exposed to so much because of the internet.
I understand that. That's cool too, but that's on the parents. When I send my kids to school, it's supposed to be school. And back in the day, I don't know if y'all had teachers. My teacher didn't care if you accepted them or not. I had gay coaches and everything, but they didn't throw it in your face. They weren't trying to be your friend. They did not care if you liked them. They did not care if you liked their outfit.
You didn't know who they dated.
Exactly.
You didn't know anything about their orientation.
Exactly.
Yeah, you just had like you had your beliefs or your thoughts or whatever, but you didn't have any confirmation.
Right. You didn't love them any more or less.
Yeah.
None of that mattered.
None of it mattered.
Yeah,
none of it mattered.
It's just so different.
It's very
different. I just thought that was such a 2023 headline that I was like, we just gonna brush up.
That's a wild headline, by the way.
It is, right?
And I can see if parents were to be upset about it, I would understand it. You know what I'm saying? Not at the simple fact that person identifies how they want to, but just them big old things on your chest.
But you ain't got the Z cup.
I would think you'd wear that outside of work.
Exactly.
Like whenever,
instead of opposed to that's what I want to know. Why did you do that? Why did you choose to do that at that job as opposed to in your real world?
Probably because, like Nate said, her back was hurting. Shoot, it's women out here with a couple with triple D's and they back hurting.
Works, right?
Why do you think all wear bras? Shit hurt.
But see, that's what I'm saying.
I'm exposed to kids.
I was about to say something. Oof. Okay, never mind. But yeah, back hurting, you got to take them off. Some people can't take them off.
Gotcha. I just found it very interesting and very, very different. We'll jump into our last little trending topic right here. And this one has to do right here in the great state of Tennessee.
Ooh.
I don't know if you know this or not, but there was a Tennessee lawmaker who went out there and decided to apologize, right? After he decided to say, after he brought up in a representative meeting that they should add hanging and lynching to the death penalty as far as some of the capital punishment that they do right here in Tennessee, that they should add lynching and hanging. Here was his words verbatim. I was just wondering, this is a quote, I was just wondering, could I put in an amendment on that would include hanging by a tree? And this was for a new bill that they're trying to pass to add a firing squad.
Which they used to have.
Which they used to have as part of the capital punishment for people that are on death row, right? And there's 45 people in Tennessee right now that are on death row, 44 men, one woman, and it's like he wants to add hanging on a tree as well as part of this.
Hanging on a tree?
Hanging
on a tree
specifically from a tree.
It's just hang you.
Yeah, this was his word. I was just wondering, could I put an amendment on that would include hanging by a tree also?
I got my thoughts on that.
Jump on in there.
Go ahead, CJ.
I was gonna say, like, I finally out of work, thank goodness. Well, yeah, so it's like, for me, but for me, that's a sick mind process that you have. Because it's like you're saying, I want to watch the person suffer a lot before they die. It's like we got the needle; people die quickly. Like you don't have to want to watch the loved ones, even though they did something evil, or as like I always say, leave the just to God. But in this world. I get it. So I'm saying like, so to want to watch someone suffer really dearly before they die, it's like that's a sick process of mind. Like it's like, okay, I want to see them hung so I can enjoy the satisfaction of watching them die. Compared to like the process we have now, it's like the families just want to see. They already have to deal with the loved one have to die. Just make it like as soon as possible, say their goodbyes, and that's it. I don't see the point of hanging and stuff like that. It's like a sick process. That's just me.
I appreciate that, CJ, for jumping on in there on that. Shout out to Razman for joining us in studio as well.
What up?
And Yams for being in the chat.
Hey, Yams.
Listen, what we're talking about right now is a representative here in Tennessee who proposed to add hanging by a tree to the death row penalty, to capital punishment here in Tennessee.
It's like not,
and I just feel like, listen, I get what you're saying, that it's like a morally thing, a morality thing, to where you want to witness somebody suffer and all of that. I don't take a lot of things as racially charged, but I was like, hanging by a tree.
The by a tree got me.
The hanging by a tree, you know what I'm saying? Not from some wooden contraption.
Bring back lynch mobs.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's lynching. And that's a specific thing that was targeted at black people.
Correct.
So I'm like, hey, bro, you want to see people hang on a tree?
On a tree of all things.
Of all things.
And listen, they used
to
hang people on death row. Like, it used to be a galley. They would have to, like, climb up this thing and put them up there and hang them. That went back like medieval time and stuff like that. So if he was talking about something like that, it's cheaper. Like if he was like, we want to cut costs. No. Listen to what I'm saying. If he was
I can tell you work for the government.
If that was the
I can tell you work for the government. If it's cheaper.
No. Listen.
That would make it right.
If his argument,
rope is cheaper than bullets.
Hold on. Are those drugs to kill people are expensive, right? So if his argument was we need to bring back other forms of death row. And hanging could be one of them because it is cheaper on the state. We have 40-some people to kill, and this is how much it costs to kill them. And if we introduce these other ones, then it's cheaper. That I could understand. But not that I will vote for it or anything like that. But what I'm saying is, him saying by a tree is wild.
Hold on, burning witches was almost free back then. During the Salem witch trial.
Listen, hold on.
I'm sure there was some folks that slide in. Yeah, go ahead, slide in, Mr. Ray.
So yeah, I believe. Come on, man, it's Tennessee. You know, dude, racist. But beyond that, let's get past the racist part and look at the opportunities here. Now,
cut his mic.
Yeah, now listen.
Just got here.
If we take the racism, if we take the racism out, I say this depends on what they on death row for. If it's murder, then I say let the victims. The victims' families decide how they get to die.
Do you really want that type?
Why not?
Well, that's what we're talking about now. All of a sudden now, we acting like we care about how these people that have been convicted of a crime and sentenced to death, we care about how they die now.
Listen,
do you believe that I'm
gonna keep it real. I don't care nothing about them, right. And that's the most PG way I can say.
But what's the most humane?
I don't give a what.
What's the most humane way to kill somebody then? Like
it's through the meds. They go
if
to
it's
sleep
murder,
first. They stop their heart.
Exactly.
We don't care about the murderers.
You shouldn't.
You can get it. You can get it how you gave it.
Yeah.
What if they murdered for a reason?
Fair enough.
We don't.
I just when you talk about
people got killed that didn't even do the crime, but
because they've been doing that forever, even before they were hanging us. That was a part of that was
Well, I definitely believe. I definitely believe that we got to make sure that people aren't innocent. So we got to make sure they're guilty.
Absolutely, you shouldn't be killing no.
But once we sure they're guilty, let's go. Let's
get. What
do
y'all think the firing squad like? How more? You know what I'm saying? When they line them up, and then
I never understood how that works. So like, are they supposed to just aim at a certain part?
No, they just
aim at everything. They put a wall.
Let go. Yeah, I'm not messed up with the firing squad.
They just fire.
You said with the firing squad?
I'm not messed up with that.
What? Do you know the percentage of people that are on death row?
Listen, I already know it's gonna be a bunch of black folks.
These are people that's on death row.
Hold on, that come to be found out that
well, listen, let's get that. Let's get that
He already
together.
said that. He already
Firing
said that.
squad.
Nobody that's
together.
innocent should ever be getting executed.
You will act like if they get the needle, they're gonna be less dead.
Rush to kill the person.
Right, exactly.
They're not gonna be no less dead with the needle.
Listen, they're not
dying.
gonna be any less dead with the needle, right?
Yeah.
But with the listen,
but
the
we don't care.
suffering though.
But we're not asking this question.
Take more time.
We're not asking this.
They'll rush to kill people, and then people won't.
This question is not about the person. It's
Hold on a second. Until I get clued in on this, we can't even continue. What the hell are these two clowns over here laughing about? Did somebody drop something in the comments? Did I miss something? Like a bug, check the comments for me real quick.
No, go ahead, keep going.
Ain't nothing on TikTok.
Keep going, y'all good.
Oh, it's an inside joke.
Boom just got the giggles.
What's so funny?
It's everybody here.
All right, let's just keep going. You can't deal with. Listen, you can't have a show. What you say? Hanging by a tree don't matter either way, right? Shit crazy.
Yeah, I don't care, bro.
You don't care how they go. Let's
Yeah,
jump on
as long as white folks ain't deciding it.
Damn, nigga, get off the motherfucking phone, nigga, bye.
Why y'all doing that? Why y'all doing our folks like? Let's jump on in and slap a cap real quick. Let's do this.
It's time for Slap or Cap on your favorite podcast. Look who's ranting now. Don't forget to send your show ideas, topics you want to hear, and questions to our tuesdaycologne@gmail.com.
What time is it, y'all?
It's Slap or Cap, ho.
Drop it in the chat and vote Slap or Cap.
It's Slap or Cap, ho.
Yeah, we can say ho.
It's Slap or Cap, ho.
Shout out to Echo. All right. It's time for my absolute favorite segment of the show called Slap or Cap, where you, the listener, get to vote in the chat. Slap if you agree, and cap if you disagree. And of course, joining us here now, we also got Echo the Model. Shout out to you, man.
You see it?
No doubt.
I don't see it's the headphones.
They around here somewhere. There you go. Yep, them yours. And I'll let you get plugged in, and then we'll start our first slap.
Echo, look. Look to your left.
And look at it, man.
This is the part of the show where you're going to both slap a cap in the comments after we play a piece of audio for y'all.
No doubt.
Where we playing at?
What's that?
So where we playing on?
Oh, this slap or cap right now. It ain't trivia.
Oh, no.
Oh, listen, boy, he ready to win.
He was ready.
When Coleman gets to talking, it's usually
about some money.
Yeah.
All right.
Trying to win out here.
I see you.
You know what? In today's trivia, if y'all keep listening, it's not easy.
It's not easy.
No, it's not easy at all.
Ooh,
Neither is this first slap or cap. This one is highly debatable, and I want to hear from everyone.
Okay.
You, the listener, as well. Feel free to call in and get in on this piece.
Dating a woman that can't control her mouth when she's angry is the same as dating a man who can't control his hands when he's angry. It's just a different form of abuse. That's some super hellified shit.
Now, Boom, I need you, if you can, if you possibly can, run that back one more time.
Dating a woman that can't control her mouth when she's angry is the same as dating a man who can't control his hands when he's angry. It's just a different form of abuse. That's some super hellified shit.
Now, listen, I want y'all to let that marinate for a second. Dating a woman.
Hey, Joshua.
Dating a woman who can't, who's verbally abusive is the same as dating a man who's physically abusive.
Slap.
It's just different forms of abuse.
A slap.
I feel like that's a slap. That one
Caller,
hurts.
you are now live on Look Who's Ranting Now.
All right, who we got?
Hey, Joshua, what you got?
Joshua, are you there on the line?
He hung up.
Okay, never mind. All right.
So let me picture.
All right, jump on in there, CJ.
I feel like it's slap because it's like the guy the same way he could fit. I mean, physical abuse is a whole different topic. Like abuse, we not gonna like compare it. But I'm saying like, but mentally, you could push somebody to a limit where it's like a place like they never thought. Like you could send somebody mentally by killing themselves, making them feel worthless, making them feel like they ain't shit, making them feel like everything they do is wrong, making them feel like the world don't need them. Like the same abuse, like that, like how someone feels inferior, how someone feel like killing themselves, how feel like life is not worth it. In the same way, someone could beat somebody and making someone feel like I can escape it by doing this, by doing that. So I just feel like it's just the same type, but like the mental sometimes could be worse than the physical because mental is like you control a person's mind, making them believe stuff that they might not be. And the physical is like, okay, basically like you escaping something or you just try to get it. So both of them are like the same abuse, but one is just like seeable compared to the other one where it could basically just be a mental thing that could really change somebody for the worse.
Yeah, I appreciate that take, man. I get what you're saying here. I do feel like a woman who cannot control her mouth when she's upset is similar to a man who can't control his hands when he's upset. You know, what I've also noticed, right? I don't know if y'all have seen this. I've seen an increase in videos of where men are getting hit by women, and the slap that comes afterwards, it seems like it's 10 times, like the energy that he was hit with. It's like people are getting hit and they're returning the hit like solid licks. Dudes are out here giving equal lefts and rights out here.
Shouldn't have been talking shit.
And I feel like this is stemming from, right, a lot of that verbal abuse, right, that a lot of men have dealt with, and they've never had a legal reason to put their hands on a woman. And that woman that day just decided to open up that can of worms, and she got 10 slaps for the one that she would have just got for her mouth. He gave her all the other 9 from all the other verbal abuses that he's dealt with in the past where he couldn't deal with her physically. Because women can say stuff to men, and you can't really do anything. You know what I'm saying? Like physically, because that's how we deal with stuff. Had a man said the same thing to another man the way a woman had, it would have been a fight. It wouldn't have even got all them words out. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like a built up thing. And I've been noticing dudes these videos I've been watching, they've been putting pause on.
I'm going to agree with you, but I'm going to disagree too. Because honestly, I think dudes that react like that are usually the guys that kind of got picked on and have a bad history with people putting their hands on them. So they react a little differently. They react differently. They react like almost like you're trying to kill them, like because they look back at all that abuse that they took, like. But from
that's part of the abuse.
Part of
that's
it,
what
right?
I'm saying.
But I'm talking about like just from being picked on or somebody beat them up one time and they never want to feel like that again, and then they get hit and they just react like that. But because I'm gonna say, I agree that for us, for men, it's a lot of the same, but also it shouldn't get physical. You shouldn't. You shouldn't. You should because one thing that you're saying that I think about is men got to be able to control their emotions better. And I'm not gonna sit here and act like I hadn't had issues with my emotions in the past and when I was younger. But I had to do a lot of I had to do some soul searching. But I actually had to figure out I didn't understand that I was insecure. I never knew I had an insecurity until I met somebody I truly wanted to be with.
Until she told your ass, told your ass you had a small dick. Told your ass that you couldn't do shit right. And there's another nigga finna come over here. As soon as I get you out of my house.
Nah, I didn't care about no girl saying that. But what I did care about is the woman that I actually wanted, trying to leave or me feeling some type of way.
Be serious, man.
A verbal assault is something serious.
The right one would change you. The right one would change you.
Yeah, the right one would change you. But it's like that verbal abuse to men.
Because women know how to cut
I'm not
deep.
gonna. Yeah, hey, boy, I'm telling you. I'm not trying to say
disrespect hits us differently though.
Exactly. I'm not trying to say it'll put a lump on your head. And listen, I used to I had this ex of mine. She used to tell me about these ooey knots that her auntie would get. I never knew what a ooey knot was. And then, I would play along, act like I did. She said, you don't know what a ooey knot is? She said, it's one of them knots that when you see it, you go, ooh wee. Listen, she was joking about it, but she was like, she said all kind of shit to her husband. That's why she got that ooey knot. I'm like, damn.
See, we said earlier, because I was talking to him earlier on the phone. I said, man, isn't it amazing? I said, a woman could call you the B word 1,000 times in a row. And as soon as you smack it, you wrong.
You wrong.
You know what I'm saying? The only thing that's only person that's wrong is you. And I'm not sitting there saying that you're not.
Right.
I'm just sitting here saying she called you a B 1,000 times. But it seems like that don't count for some reason.
It don't matter.
How many times does it take for her to call you a bitch until it matters though? Like if she can call you 1,000,
leave. You gotta leave.
No, I'm saying
I mean,
for a man, like she can call you a bitch 500 times, right?
Listen, but saying it once is bad enough. You know what I'm saying?
I know that's gonna do one
time.
Listen, saying it one time is saying it 1,000 times. But I'm just in here saying
because it echoes in your head.
Right. Listen, but you can sit here in your mind and be like, I'm gonna give her that one. Then she give you 999 more. And you like,
that's
yo.
what I'm saying. So how many other?
And as soon as you hit her with the backhand, you the worst scum on earth. Nah, don't hit her, man. Nah, you can't be hitting a female. Like, but what was you at when she was?
You didn't say shit to her.
Right. You feel me?
But when she call you that though, does it still hit the same though? Like,
yeah. I mean, yeah. If you get called that, by your woman,
you get called that by any. It's the word.
It's the word.
It's the word. It ain't the. It's what the word represents.
What does the word represent?
What it sound like?
When somebody call you a bitch, what it mean?
It depends on the context. If it's my girl,
talking
be like,
about your
okay,
girlfriend.
baby. Right.
We ain't talking about that.
They right though. They get to do that.
I won't lie. I cut off someone that I've known for a long time because they called me out my name and called me bitch through text. I was like, bet. I never spoke to them again. So I get it.
Better be.
I get it.
Here comes the money.
All right, let's get
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. It's time for random trivia on Look Who's Ranting Now. Make sure to drop your cash tag if you win.
Good wait.
All right. It's time to win some money here on Look Who's Ranting Now. We're going to play this one on Podbean. Okay, this one's going to be on Podbean.
Okay.
So make sure that you log in. We're going to win $5 on Cash App. Here's the rules. I'm going to ask a question over the air. Those watching us on Podbean, you're going to drop it in the chat. If there's more than one answer, you have to drop it at once, and it has to be spelled correctly. TikTok, we're going to get y'all later, okay? So here's going to be the category. I'm going to give you a definition, and you have to give me the word that it means, okay? Once again, I'm going to read a definition, and you're going to have to give me the word that it means, okay?
Okay.
Once again, when everybody's getting logged in, it's going to be $5 on Cash App.
Yeah, I'm still in there?
Yep.
She's good at that, at trivia.
It's going to be $5 on Cash App. It has to be spelled right, and if there's more than one answer, you have to drop it at once. It's definition time, okay?
Right.
I'm going to read a definition. I just need you to tell me what the word is. Here it is. Hold on, y'all. I'm kind of drunk a little bit. Okay.
Not off the Malibu.
Just a little bit. Here's the definition. A word or phrase naming an attribute added to or grammatically related to a noun to modify or describe it.
You should say it again.
Say it again.
I'm going to say it again. A word or phrase naming an attribute added to or grammatically related to a noun to modify or describe. Razman. Adjective.
There you go.
That is the meaning of an adjective. Razman, shout out to you. Make sure you drop your cash tag. I see y'all in there. Adverb.
Yeah.
Close.
Well,
they got the AD.
Hold on. I'm offended. Why we all looking dumbfounded that Razman got it? What you trying to say, my brother?
Hold on. Who was looking dumbfounded?
Y'all was over here looking.
Ain't no y'all. I was looking at my phone.
I didn't see. I thought
listen, it was just me. It was just you. I was like, that nigga smart.
All right, it was adjective. Razman, drop your cash tag in the chat. And we're going to play again a little later. Remember, we're doing definitions. I'm going to read the definition. You're going to say the word. And hopefully you get it right. Shout out to
that was
Razman.
good. That was good.
All right, let's go to
I
the
was sure
second.
thinking preposition when you was like the
grammatically,
yeah. But okay.
Looking like a bug in there, Shady. I was a champ for 3 years. Don't start.
I only got one freaking poster and one gift card. I'm waiting on my other two.
Okay.
She put adverb in there. She wanted to redeem herself.
We'll jump into our second slap
yes.
cap right here.
Sorry. All right. My bad. You ready?
We still on slap a cap, right?
Yeah, slap a cap
okay.
Second slap a cap.
He said, make a yes a very difficult yes. And this is what he taught me. When you say yes, you turn someone else's problems into yours. Yeah, man. Yeah. That's true. Give you an example. Say your name again, big homie. That's Jose. Jose says to me, Ice, can you take me to the airport? I say, yeah, man, I got you. I got to get up. I got to get gas in my car. I got to be on time. I got to pick Jose up. I got to get him to the airport. And guess what? If I'm late, he gets to be mad at me, right?
Slap a cap here. Make a yes a hard yes.
Slap.
Listen, this is a slap. I'm still learning this. Careful with your yeses. Mm-hmm. Your yeses come with a whole lot of things that you're probably not comprehending. You know what I'm saying? Like, your yes is a commitment. Your yes is somebody else saying that, you know what, I don't have to look or search anymore for this option. You said yes already.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Your yes is, I'm counting on you. Consider all of those things when you say yes to something. And it'll get you to be like, Raz, man, and listen, his 3 favorite words, and we'll see. Maybe. Maybe we'll see.
My favorite 4 words is I'll let you know.
I love that. I'll let you know.
I'll let you know.
Yeah. There you go. Be non-committal, because I'm telling you, your yes means something to the other person. They have quit looking for other options once you have said yes.
Do you know? I could always gotta bring him up every show. Hubby never speaks in absolutes. He will hit you with that. I'll think about it. Yeah. Possibly. Maybe.
Sound like Raz man right there.
I'm gonna keep it moving.
Possibly, maybe we'll see. Okay.
And I still think I'm too I'm too committal. I'm still too committal, to be honest with you, man.
He's like, possibly, maybe we'll see. And if I can, I'm gonna try.
Is it being too committal, or is it people like just taking your yes like your like kindness for weakness sometimes? I feel like sometimes you can say yes to one thing and then people have you in a situation like, by the way, since you're already doing this, can you do this, and this, and you're already there.
Next time say no.
Doing what you can for them.
But they know you'll say you're that type of person, so they're gonna come to you first.
If your yes gets abused, what'll happen is you'll say no to anything that person says prior to them even getting it out. Hey, I was thinking,
nope. It might be too late.
You know what I like to do when somebody asks me something? I like to do, like, after they question, I do a long pause. Like, the longest pause that I can. I'm like, they're like, well, you know, and they start explaining, and then they already know it's a no. Yeah. I like to do the longest unawkward pause ever.
Or you can wait for that. Well, you know, you ain't gotta.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Cool. I didn't want to anyway.
There you go. If you pause long enough, folks will hit you with that. Well, I mean, if you can. Well, I'm gonna see if I can. They'll give you an out.
Especially when it's about some money. Like, people, man, when I tell you,
and I'm biased.
When it's about some money, they gonna wait. They'll wait on you.
Wait all day.
They gonna be looking at you.
And then when it's about some money, they're gonna make sure they keep in contact. You ain't heard from, but they're gonna be contacting you regularly when it's about that money.
And I'm biased. I have a circle that if you need something from me, I got you. If you are not in that circle, I'm gonna hit you with that. I don't know, man. You know, I have to figure this out.
Yeah.
Hey.
I think people know. That's another different topic right there. But do you think people know when you're in the circle or not?
Yes.
Like as far as like how people treat you.
I know who I can ask for certain.
I know exactly who I can ask.
Certain things. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I know the people that asked me, like my homeboy, just a couple of weeks ago. He went out of town, and his pops is paraplegic, so he can't walk, and he needs somebody to turn him in the mornings.
Yeah.
He came to me. It's my best friend. So of course I did not want to do this for 4 days. You know what I'm saying? Before I go to work at 8, I got to be at his daddy's house at 6:30 in the morning. But of course, that's my guy.
Yeah.
I gave him a definitive yes. I got you.
Mm-hmm. Word.
But what was I saying? I got off.
Anybody else?
Anybody else? Hell no.
Hey.
I don't know you like that.
Hey, them was big time facts. Big time facts.
Hey, Mike from Tampa Bay.
This is why I know people don't know if they're in a circle or not, because people that it's nowhere near the circle
will still ask.
They're shooting a shot. They just want to know. Maybe I can get in. I think we left the times where people even asking their circle. How many times you done been online and people asking for money or people asking for anything? People don't care who they ask. They just looking for a lick.
They got the GoFundMe out there now. Be like, trying to buy a new car.
Man, people will ask you for it. You could meet somebody a week ago. Hey, I'm going through this. Don't give me the sympathy story. You better just ask me what you want.
I don't want to be seen as a jerk, but if I didn't mind, I'll put, I don't care that it's your birthday. This is on my Facebook because random people will hit my Cash App or be in my inbox talking about, hey, it's my birthday, and here's my Cash App. And I'm like, I don't even respond.
That's cool.
That's bold to send you a Cash App. It's my birthday.
People sitting there Cash App. I'm like, what is going on?
They put it as their status. It's my birthday today. Here go my Cash App.
Yep.
Bro, I don't even know you.
Exactly.
And for me personally, I don't ask a lot of people to do things because I don't want them to ask me. I am not I will do things for people, but I don't want people to ask me to do stuff all the time. Like, I believe it or not, I'm a homebody. I'm comfortable in my house with my pets. They don't give me no problems. I love them. When people ask me to do shit, I gotta leave my house. I gotta give you time. It's like,
stop the cap.
Make it a hard yes.
Why you always do that to me?
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
What am I lying about?
Oh my God. Stop fucking lying.
All right, let's jump into our third slapping cap. That was cool.
I'm just joking. she like, I'm telling the truth. About to get mad behind the scene. I'm just playing with you.
She about to be in front of the scene.
I'm just joking like a bug.
Now, wait a motherfucker.
He said, I'm telling the truth, and he called me a liar. Nah, all right, here we go. Third one.
Pretty women will get you in trouble, boy. That's right. Make a guy try it without a condom quick. That's right. Look at him, start thinking stupid. Damn, I could wash it off real quick. Yeah, be sick like a motherfucker and don't know what happened. Put them condoms on, boy. You see what happened to Magic? Ain't that a bitch much money as he got? No, he could have bought a condom. Yeah, boy. Hey.
Slapping cap here. Pretty women to get you to take risks.
Slap.
That's a slap, boy. That's a slap.
Used to get me to take risks.
Here's the thing.
When you was younger.
No more of a calculated risk than I already take.
That's what I'm saying. I don't give a damn. I don't like how condoms feel. Well, you don't like it today.
Exactly.
So it ain't just me. Ain't everybody allergic to latex all of a sudden?
Yeah.
But let's act like y'all don't like the condom. Stop playing. Men don't like condoms. We're in this room and somebody said, man, yeah, you ain't gotta put it on, man, or whatever. Somebody right over there. Yeah, like y'all don't like. Hold on, let's not act like men don't like condoms. Y'all be ready to raw dog in a minute.
No, the fuck I don't.
Yes, men. Overall, men do. Y'all. You tell that man he ain't gotta use it. Or it be like this. Or it be like this. The first time y'all had sex, y'all used the condom.
He ain't got.
He go up for round number 2. Ain't no condom after that. Like, stop.
Maybe.
I've been out the game for a long time.
Maybe.
But girls didn't even ask me about the condom.
I was just
when I would try to put
that
them on, they usually snatching them
I can
off.
count on this many fingers how many times I've been asked to put one on.
Did you want to put one on though?
Yes.
No. Hell no.
Okay.
But I
what are
wasn't
we
asked
complaining
either.
about?
I wasn't asked either.
Listen,
I wouldn't be hitting
what
it
you
if
doing? You put that condom on?
man.
Yes, especially
Yes.
you talking
damn
about
right. You damn
talking
right.
like
I
that.
did.
I just met you.
You
Listen,
damn right.
I got 3 kids. I don't
Nah,
mind.
man. You value yourself too much for that.
I'm looking,
Hell, I don't know. I ain't gonna lie.
let the condom wearers have this conversation. Y'all tell us.
Hold on, but
tell us
isn't
about
that
it.
dangerous?
Okay,
to
we're
swing
cool.
it without a condom?
You damn
Fine,
right.
then. We can have a
STDs
conversation.
and everything.
You
I
playing
ain't well
Russian
talking
roulette
about-
with your
I
life.
didn't know
these
my
days.
Check this
homies.
out.
Here's my thing. I don't want my.
Now, who in here
Can I
has
keep-
not had sex without a condom? All right. Back to what we were talking about. Exactly. Back to what we were talking about.
That means that was a yes or no question. That don't mean whether I cared about.
Listen, could nobody answer what you
has
said?
not went wrong. Couldn't speak.
So you just
not get it wrong.
So you just wrong about everybody. That ain't what you asked. You asked who hasn't gone wrong. That don't mean you ain't had nobody that you didn't.
Oh wait,
about.
we got somebody in the comments that said they haven't ever had sex without a condom.
Wow.
Wow.
I didn't know.
You gotta be like 22.
Run that shit back.
It don't matter.
Who? Hold on. Who said that?
It's your boy, CJ.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Shout out to you.
Look, I didn't know my homies.
Don't ever take it off because it feels different.
I'll tell you one time. Hey, CJ, I'm gonna tell you right now.
Hey, that motherfucker off, dog.
You ever take that bitch off? You never. I take my chance. You got me fucked up.
It'll make you second guess. Because like I say, once you done been burnt a couple times,
I've never
and
been
it be the pretty ones.
I've never been
the
burnt.
pretty ones is the ones that go.
That's where it always comes from.
If you ain't, if she ain't giving no head or you ain't eating no pussy, like, then I could understand putting a condom on. But if y'all doing all that other shit, what's the point of the condom?
Look,
You finna get the shit anyway.
Because
what was you
at the same time you still may have been
all right,
able
Mr.
to avoid
Condom,
all this.
Do you got some dental
down
in your pocket somewhere?
Hell no.
You don't even know what that shit is.
I
That's
know
what
what
I'm
it is,
telling
but
you.
I don't want it. I'm smooth.
You ain't fucking with it. So what's the point of putting that shit on there? You finna get whatever she got. If you finna get in what she got.
No, I can't even.
It is what it is.
Nah,
I be wanting
I'm
to
gonna be
bust
real.
inside.
That's even worse.
What you mean?
That's why you
really need. Yeah, I'm finna say that's why you really need the condom.
That's what I'm talking about.
If you can't pull it out, you got to put the condom on.
No, that's what I'm saying. I
See,
can
like,
pull out.
anytime any one of my homies
homies
ended up with a baby, like I always thought, I was like, oh damn, I felt bad for him because like, oh man, you know,
Listen,
you couldn't.
let me tell you from
pull out,
experience. That nigga didn't feel bad.
But was it worth it though? But was it worth it? But was it worth? Was it worth all the aftermath?
Was what worth it? What you talking about?
It depends on what you ask him.
It depends.
You're right.
Listen,
You're right. Okay.
If you ask him right after the bus, he gonna say it.
I know who I'm talking to.
10, 11 years later.
As the child come out, then you know maybe not.
Yeah.
Right. Of course, it didn't matter right then because you didn't even see that happen until you got to go watch him play his first.
That man said he ain't never had sex without a condom.
Wow. Hey,
how old is this man?
That brother safe.
Is he like 12?
Hey, see that,
I don't believe that.
Your age
I
down.
don't believe that.
CJ in his 20s.
The worst thing though,
Oh, he in his 20s.
I'm pregnant phone call.
28.
That's the worst thing is I'm pregnant phone call.
That's a safe brother right
So he ain't never been. Have you been in a
Hey,
relationship?
I commend you, CJ. Be safe out
I
there.
Has he
We
been
all showing you love. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
don't ever stop doing that.
Because once you take it off, boy, it's a wrap.
Listen, you ain't had no pussy. You
No
just
pun
had some
intended.
rubber.
Hey man,
Now,
there's always hope.
I'm sorry. I'm just
Now you
bullshit.
just had some rubber.
That's funny.
You've made it this far, my friend. 28.
Yeah, let's jump into the fourth slapper cap. My bad, man. You had some.
Women don't hit you up all day. She was busy. And you gotta respect that. You don't hit her up all day. And now you don't care about her. You don't ever got to call her again in your life. You could be with that other. I'm just saying, man. It's not mad.
What song is that again?
Oh, that's the old, no, not the Shy Lights or the OJs. It's the
I can't
the
remember.
four tops, right?
It's
don't
that dude.
No, Harold Melvin in the four tops. I think it is.
I thought it
No,
was.
Harold Melvin in the something.
No, it's just the
Anyway,
one
y'all
dude.
getting off
I
the
forget his
topic.
name. Is it,
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
All right, Echo, you
I
better
thought it
push
was
that
Harold
show
Melvin.
along.
But listen, slap a cap here. If a woman don't call you all day, she's busy,
That's a
and it's got
fucking
to be
slap.
cool. If you don't call her all day and don't communicate with her,
I just went
you
through
a
this.
jerk and all kind of different shit. This is a slap up into a certain age, right? I feel like.
Come on.
Once you get to this 35-ish, 40, listen, y'all hit each other up whenever it's necessary to communicate.
That's what it's supposed to be.
But prior to that, it is the bullshit. They'll sit there and, so I had to call you. It's like,
this was about to be my slap today.
You wanted to talk.
My rant today, cause
go and get in on it. Yeah,
I just dealt with this. This chick older than me, and she mad because I ain't text her good morning. Like, bitch, I'm headed to work. I'm trying to get my mind right. I sell cars, so I'm thinking about all type of shit. I ain't thinking about texting you good morning every day.
I know some women that think like that, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm busy. I do not have time to be texting you every day. And who's singing?
I heard something. What was that?
We gotta just mute the caller that's on the line.
Oh no! You can get in on this.
No, that's a girl up there. I don't know what man serenading her in the back though.
Oh man, that man was.
To the end.
What is going on?
Sweet yams.
What you got going on?
Yeah, get to the yams. I feel it. Can I get
is that
to the
Fetty
yams?
Wap? Can I get to the yams? Sweet yeah.
Hey, when I first heard that song, I was like, "Boy, he was on one." Boy.
And it went viral. He might got one eye, but he makes some good music.
He had both eyes open for that song.
That's fucked up, Marquise.
He had that glass on.
Yeah. Show me the way.
Feels the pain.
That man got to the sweet.
Can I get to the yeah? Sweet yeah. Can I get the Cause I got bills to pay.
He smacked that.
I'm sick of y'all.
Can I get Oh shit! Hey, this is so true. That was a slap. It's time to confirm that. And let's give out some. Let's do some more trivia.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. It's time for random trivia on Look Who's Ranting Now. Make sure to drop your cash tag if you win.
Alrighty, like a bug. I'm gonna need you to keep track of this one because we're gonna do this one on TikTok. If anybody in the studio want to play, or even if you're on Podbean, make sure you go over to our TikTok where we're gonna play trivia. This is for our TikTok watchers. You're gonna be able to win $5 on Cash App. I'm gonna ask you the question and you're gonna drop it in the chat. It has to be spelled right. If there's more than one answer, you have to drop it at once.
Where we at?
We're on TikTok. And tonight we're doing definitions, okay? I'm going to say the definition, and then you have to give me the word of which it describes, okay?
Okay.
Once again, while everybody headed over to TikTok, it's time for random trivia, $5 on Cash App. It has to be spelled right. If there's more than one answer, you have to drop it at once. And tonight we're doing definition. Here's the definition. Listen closely, okay? A book or set of books giving information on many subjects or on many aspects of one subject and typically arranged alphabetically. Here's it again. A book or set of books giving information on many subjects or on many aspects of one subject and typically arranged alphabetically. Like a bug, what we got?
Someone said encyclopedia.
Encyclopedia is correct. Who got the money?
I should just went on and typed it.
Give it up for Like a Bug for winning $5. We could do another one if y'all want to. Y'all want to give it back to Poppy?
I was like,
let's do it back to Podbean.
Alrighty, so Like a Bug won that one. Shout out to Like a Bug. All right, for everybody on Podbean, everybody listen on Podbean, I'm gonna give y'all the rules one more time. Here's the rules for everybody on Podbean. I'm gonna ask the question. You have to drop it in the chat. The subject
I thought it was encyclopedia.
The subject is definition, okay? And so Here's the definition. A book or electronic source that lists words in groups of synonyms and related concepts. One more time. A book or electronic resource that lists words in groups of synonyms.
Mine is
all righty, yams with thesaurus is the correct answer.
Thesaurus, wow.
Thesaurus.
It's not a thesaurus? I used to always say that shit.
Oh, what?
A thesaurus?
A thesaurus is incorrect, sir. It is a thesaurus. Shout out to Like a Bug and Yams for
I ain't
winning.
hating on you, Yams. You smarter than a motherfucker.
Y'all make sure y'all drop your cash tag so the host could pay y'all with all that big money he got over there.
Shit.
And that's all the trivia for the night.
All right. All right. Should we do some taxi tweets? Y'all got time for that?
We got time.
We got time. Let's do it.
It's 9:15.
Let's do it.
What's a week without toxic tweets? It's time to get messy on Look Who's Ranting Now.
Well, looky. I didn't know Knickerbockers was back in style.
When you see toxic tweets, send them to @artiste_colon on Twitter.
Like a book?
Bartender.
Listen, y'all finna have like a book fucked up in a minute.
Don't forget to take your favorite bartender.
We gotta play that bartender song by 2 Chainz.
She finna get y'all right.
What girl say on who? Give me a little drink. Bartender.
Don't forget to tip your bartender.
Don't forget to tip your bartender.
Bartender.
You know what? Let me tip my bartender real quick. Tip my bartender.
It's time for some toxic tweets where we scour the Twitterverse and find some of the most toxic tweets. I'm sure Echo would love some of these.
Better know it.
Here you go. This is probably from him, from his ghost account. It said, broke pussy be so good because she really giving you everything she got. Because she really giving you everything she got.
Wow.
That's real right there.
All she got is some fire-ass pussy.
But listen, what she got, she got.
Yeah.
And spicy bologna. Don't you ever forget that shit. That shit is lethal. Especially if you cut the slits in it.
Yeah.
And make sure
So
it's
don't
crispy on.
up.
Ah.
Yeah.
I miss her. Now I'm playing. This one is from Faith. She said, when you waiting for your homegirl to finish fucking a nigga and his friend sitting beside you like, why you so far? Listen, I've been on some 2-on-2s, you know, and listen.
2-on-2 what?
2-on-2s. You know what I'm saying? Like when you take a
Don't act like
wingman.
you don't know.
You ain't never took a friend with you to meet somebody for the first time?
I didn't know what you were talking about.
I'm talking about some like the wingman shit.
I was about to say, what you talking about?
I ain't into that shit. I don't know what kind of shit y'all doing. I said 2-on-2.
I'm sorry. I was paying somebody on Cash App and all I heard was 2-on-2. I'm like, what you into? My bad.
That's a 2-on-2. That you got a wingman with you. You out there with your person, and he's the wingman, or you the wingman.
But if you already in the room, already knocking it down, and there's still space in between y'all two, and the wingman wasn't handling his business right.
He wasn't handling his business. He supposed to be
working.
Situation.
He was fucking around.
Yeah. He should have already been up on her.
Hey,
listen, you should have known what it was gonna go down in that already.
Before I probably would have beat my home.
You feel me? I'd already been in that thing.
I'm telling you.
Listen, I'd have got a yes or no by now.
Long before they even made it to the room.
That's it.
That way I know if I'm gonna need to watch what I want to watch on TV. Well, give me the remote then, you know.
Yeah.
Listen, those wingman situations, what do you think the percentage is on those actually working out?
It depends on the wingman.
No, I'm talking about
they putting in.
Just for the wingman. The main dude already got his shit set up, right?
Mm-hmm.
For the wingman. You think wingmans are shooting like 50%?
It depends on it depends on the pairing, man. Because I feel like as a wingman, I had a high average, and I feel like I always set my partners up real good.
Yeah,
I feel like I put them.
I don't put my homeboys in a position I wouldn't put myself in.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Except this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Or a nigga. Maybe not point. But some niggas can try to put you in positions to where you either got to battle for the cute bitch or
that was one time. That was one time. That was only one time.
Or you got to go to the back and take a L.
Oh, every other time we were straight.
Every other time we were straight.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I ain't say you though. Yeah, say shit.
Get you in
Like
there.
I say all the time, my homeboys know I'm not the take one for the team dude. Like, hey, what team?
Oh, I can't take a L.
No, I'm not taking
I'm
no
not
L.
good at taking an L, man.
I can't do it.
I can't take an L unless we taking an L.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
That's the team.
But
no.
But
the team.
But this what the wingman can't do.
Listen, if we have a bad lineup that night, that's cool.
This is what the wingman can't do.
If I got a bad lineup, I can't.
I just don't mess it up for me. Just don't mess it up for me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What you talking about?
Yeah, just don't mess it up for me. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
So like when you would, if you bring your partner and say that the one she brought don't look so great, right? And he feel like you're taking one for the team. Don't sit here and be like, "Hey man, I'm sick," and mess the whole thing up.
No, man, because your situation supposed to be concrete, solid.
I mean, but what if we don't know? She said, hold on. She said she bringing her friend, but I don't know what her friend look like. I said, oh, I'm gonna grab one of my partners. I said, make sure your friend is friendly.
But
she said, oh, she
friendly. I don't give a damn
right.
how friendly you is. If you cute, that's all I need to know.
Hey, he's specific.
Well,
yeah. Back in the day,
but sometimes they say that they cute, and they're not.
Yeah.
Happens all the time.
Man,
hey,
if
can we clarify? This is like we talking early 20s type shit. If you wingman in at 35. Like 40.
If y'all single, you got to do what you got to do.
You need to reevaluate
your
life.
You got to reevaluate your situation if you got to get set up by somebody else to get on.
How old was them girls?
Yeah.
How old was them girls that you had me be the wingman on?
Which one?
Them the one I was downstairs with.
We was man. That was
no, not our age. How old was they?
They was our age.
No, they weren't our age.
Yeah, I didn't set you up with them then.
No. That was the one that was the one that Jay messed up with. How old was they? They was older than we are now, right?
He said,
yeah, they older than we are now.
So the wingman situation still works in your latter years.
They was always older. That's all I'm saying. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
They was older.
Yeah.
Magic. What were you about to say?
No, I'm just like, I was going to say, if your wingman is effing it up for you, that means you didn't do your job in the first place to set it up.
Yeah, ain't nothing that nobody can do to fuck up my situation.
Yeah, you shouldn't be dependent on the wingman. He's just there to help.
When the wingman makes the tag along feel bad, and then yours for like, well, let me get her home.
But if that's enough, though, the effort that means you.
Man, the chicks I done talked to, they was
like,
well, she'll be all right.
Yeah, exactly. She gonna find a way for you to get home.
The goal is don't be the wingman.
Hey, she gonna make sure she get home.
Be the dude that got the guarantee.
That's it. That's it right there.
Because the wingman, all you got is two in a possible. Trying to win a hand, hoping your partner got it for you.
Bird in the hand is.
Hey man. Listen, it is what it is. I think most men, we've all been there. Here's another.
Can we have a toxic tweet that can like relate to women and not always men?
You got one? Hold on, I got you right here.
Okay.
It says, this is from Suki the God Coochie.
Oh, shit.
We got to find out about that. She said, y'all don't be one of y'all baby daddies until y'all see me with them. Bitch, share. Woo.
That's all y'all.
That was
I don't relate because I don't share.
Yeah, I hear y'all. Everybody, all women say that. It says y'all don't be one of y'all baby daddies until y'all see me with them.
That's real.
I see a lot of that.
I think that's true.
That's
true.
true.
I think a lot of times when a girl have a baby daddy.
He a deadbeat until he
I don't know about being no deadbeat, but I know the baby mama be like, oh, I don't want to be with you and all this other kind of stuff. But as soon as he get a girlfriend, like she makes her life.
That girlfriend
she
doing
makes
their kids'
his life way
harder. Now she feels
because he has a woman in his life. She makes his life way harder. Before it was cool, they kick it when they want to.
You got a point.
And then when he gets a girlfriend, or a serious girlfriend, then the baby mama like turn it up a notch. Well, who is she? I need to meet her for my child come around, and it just be
never care about who the child was around before then.
But as soon as she see him really loving somebody else,
that's not her.
That's not her. It strikes a chord in her. Like I seen this TikTok where this man was married. And this little girl wanted a dress for like when they go to a game and they have like a formal night and you walk with your parents out on the field.
I know what you talk. I know the video.
And she wanted a new dress. And so the mama was telling the little girl she couldn't get the dress or something like that. But the stepmama bought the dress.
Yep. Took her and
got the dress that the mother said she couldn't pay for. This mama made a whole big deal about how it was disrespectful and who does she think she is. Girl, that is your tag team partner. You couldn't get it, so she got it for you. I didn't see the big deal. So in situations like that, and with that toxic tweet, I definitely agree.
I would feel like if I was in a situation and I was not financially able to do something for my child, I'd be like, great, he is with someone who is just as equally responsible as me.
Come on.
And who is blessed and is able to do it for my child. It's about the child. It's not about you or your ego.
Like, why are you mad the stepmama spending money on your child and getting your child a dress?
I'd be like, spend it so I don't have to.
Come on.
She too busy thinking why she doing it. That's it.
I seen somewhere like somebody's daughter got their hair done by somebody else because it was looking rough, and then the mama would take the hair down and be like,
"Yep,
I want to hear touching my baby hair. I do my baby hair." I'm like, that's crazy.
Man, thank God for not having them problems right there. Boy, but I do think that it's toxic, but it happens out there.
Yeah, it does.
It happens. It happens. Let's jump on in the ranting time so we can close things out.
All right.
It's your time to shine. Let your rant be heard around the globe. It's ranting time on Look Who's Ranting Now.
Well, I just feel that we're all made exactly the way we're supposed to be.
Don't be scared. We don't bite. Call in now. The lines are open.
Oh, no, hey, I'm a Christian, and you ain't gonna sit there and blame God for how you look.
Caller, you are now live on Look Who's Ranting Now.
I got one. Just check it out, folks. Everybody, it ain't for you. You feel me? Yeah. If you out here doing what you're doing, let that shit ride. Be you. Be happy. You know what I'm saying? And everybody else that got a problem with it.
Really shit happen. Really shit happen. Shout out to Raz, man, for that. It's ranting time, of course, where you can call in and say whatever's on your mind. Whatever's on your mind. I wonder if somebody got something on.
I got one too.
I have a rant.
Let's do it.
It was told once and it'll be told again and it will forever hold true. The reward for good work is more fucking work. It does not stop.
The great philosopher, Artiste Cologne.
Artiste Cologne said it that I used it during my meeting today because I was like, look, the reward for good work is more work.
I finally get what these two got going on, and I want to laugh too, but I ain't going to join it. I ain't going to mess up their spiel. It is so true. It is so
Is
true.
it me?
No, it's not you.
No, and it's crazy that the reward for more work is more work. It's like,
it is.
Let me just be a good worker. You need to put the work on the mug that ain't doing what they got to do. You need to show them what the big dogs do.
They got to put that on the exceptional, on the standout. On the person that's doing it, because you can do it. That's how companies look at people.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
and you know who never gonna get the more work? The one that's barely hanging on. They doing just enough to keep their job,
and they there forever for years.
Come
they can retire.
They can't fire them. Them the people that read the whole human resources policy.
Listen,
know what they can and can't do.
This is my best friend, and y'all ain't gonna talk about him. That man made a career giving them niggas. Man,
I got a rant.
He said, y'all pay this much, I work And 50 Cent under that.
we got a caller.
Oh, we got a caller.
Whoever y'all want to do first, fine with me.
We'll let CJ.
Go ahead,
first.
CJ.
I got a rant. Oh my goodness.
Let's go, CJ.
Because the earlier topics got me thinking about this situation. So I was like with this girl. We was talking since December. So ever since I met her, she was sick from COVID. Because she didn't have COVID particularly. She had the aftershocks, like basically the side effects of basically having COVID. So it was like, okay, she was still going with it. Like she had inner tremors that kept her from sleeping. She was like basically like going through stuff that made her look like she had asthma. And when she went to the doctor, they said, "Oh, you just have an anxiety attack." What did she say? It's all in your head. And then she was just telling me her testimonies. Like one time she was in the middle of the drive-in, she had to come out the car. Ambulance came. One time she called her mom to say she gonna die. So she went through a rough 2022. And then since I met her, I even shed a tear when the first time she was telling me all this. I'm like, man. And me being the gentleman, the nice guy I am, I stuck around. I basically like New Year starts. She said, "What's your New Year resolution?" I told her, I'm gonna hit the gym, start losing weight, get back to that right pounds like that. And she said, "Okay, I'm gonna hold you to it." I was like, "Okay." She said, "What you want me to do?" I said, "Keep me responsible for it and things like that." She said, "Okay, I'm gonna do that." And I told her what's hers. She said, "Like recover from this." I said, "I hear you." So as a year going by, I gave her remedies and stuff from my mom did, and she got COVID because she went to a friend's house. That's how I understand people. How you know you're fragile? You go to a friend's house. She goes to a friend's house, catch COVID again. Gave her remedies, she healed, things like that. And I'm like, "Okay, you good now," and things like that. And then she was like, "Oh, when you gonna hit the gym?" I said, "Well, I'm moving back soon, so I'll do it in March." And the next day she's like, "Oh, when you gonna hit the gym? You took the stay on you." I said, "I told you, I'm gonna do it in March." It's like what we were talking about earlier. Like you can't convince. You could tell someone over and over doing something, but when the person wants to do it and when they decide to do it, that's when they're gonna do it. You can't tell someone, "Okay, you're gonna do it." I'm like, "Okay, so I'll do it in March." So she kept on sticking with it. So to make it short, I would end it between.
Type of shit is this? What type of shit is this?
One day I woke up. I told her, "Hey, so how you feel? Like you take your remedies and medicine? Mind you, this is medicine I bought for her with my money." And then she was like this, "Oh, I'll take the medicine and remedies when you start hitting the gym and eating right."
What?
No, listen, I didn't even take that as a show. I ignored that. And I said, "You can't compare your situation to mine because you were sick all last year and we still don't know what you're dealing with. Me, once it come March, I moved back home. I hit the gym, start eating right." I said, "I've been here the gym. I've been right before, so that's easy for me to get back to." Compared to your situation, you've been getting COVID in and out. We still don't know what you got, so you can't compare it. And all hell, and just because I said that, all hell broke loose. She felt like I was making fun of her. She just said like a 4-paragraph essay about text messages. And she actually thought already. That's the funny part about it. But then basically, I made my friends and family read it. And I said, "What she would say? Summarize it for me." He said, basically, you made fun of her. She wished you the best in life, things like that. And it's over. I said, "We wasn't even like boyfriend or girlfriend. We was just dating." He said, "But it's over." Mind you, like I said, December since I met this girl, other people, when you meet someone, if they said, "Oh, bye, I ain't signed up for this." But I stuck by you, so now you think you think at this moment I'll be making fun of you that you've basically been sick and things like that. She felt like I was making fun of, saying you stay sick, you made sick, while you took a shot at me saying, "Oh, I won't take my remedies and stuff until you hit the gym and start eating right." How does that make sense? So then basically my homegirl said like, I felt like y'all split like for something so small. Y'all should talk it out. I said, she ended the day. She was like, "It's over. Wish you the best." I'm like, just because she felt I was making fun of her. So I was just mad. So I just had to write about that. That's all.
She did you a favor,
that's
brother.
a great baby. So
Yeah.
I just want to know what she was dealing with real quick.
Yeah, was she really sick?
No, wait a minute. How much you
really was sick?
Right. How much you wait for her to be talking about, "I ain't taking no medicine till you go to the gym"? You know
don't tell
no, because you know how you know that New Year's
That's a
resolution.
trick
I told her
question.
to be
Don't tell
accountable.
Like,
I told you March, so it's like.
Why would she say that?
Hey,
I'm trying to figure out why was she so adamant about you going to the gym? Like how much you weigh?
I'm too worried about her taking her ratings and stuff when I even start like my role. Because like my doctor did tell me, my doctor said after like did the blood test, he said, "Oh, you have to like start eating right here in the gym." And I told her I'm gonna start in March. But her thing is, you're supposed to start when I saw you two or something like that, not March. I'm like, it just ended prematurely. That's all.
Well, I ain't finna let you slide.
Hey, CJ. Real talk.
I got a rant, bruh.
Real talk. So you started dating her just this past December, right?
Past December, correct.
Bro, I'm sorry. If she was to tell me, yo, I've been sick for 2 years and it's COVID, and I don't know her like that. Nah, bro, you gotta show me some paperwork. Nah, we just can't do nothing. You know, I'm gonna wish you.
We can't do nothing.
I'm gonna wish you a speedy recovery.
That shit sound like that stuff Magic Johnson.
Can I be honest, CJ?
He was sick for 2 years. All of a sudden he had it.
Can I be honest with you?
No. Like she had 0%. Like she passed the COVID because she was negative. It's just her thing is anxiety, and then.
But you taking on something that you ain't got to take on.
Are you real big? I just want
to.
Exactly.
No. It's more my height. More my height than my weight.
Oh, so
my
you
stomach
short?
ain't that big. Yeah. I'm like 6'4".
Oh, you tall? Okay.
Exactly. So even though I'm like right now I'm at like 350, but it's like more my height than my weight. But my weight could just get down too.
Okay, so we just not gonna get.
So what? So Echo wants to know what was your weight? You say you 6'4". That's how
it
tall
a
you are.
point.
So what about how much do you
No,
weigh?
I just told you. I said my weight was 350.
350 and 6'4". So a lot of the weight can be from the height.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you
exactly
you brought that down from December until now.
How tall are you, Boom?
You brought that
Plan
down.
to in March. I was telling her that, but her thing was like, you gotta start down.
Gotcha.
See,
that's what's.
I'm saying how you can turn to that by me asking you how have you taken medicine remedies, looking out for you and make sure you're okay. When I get attacked,
she was trying to deflect. So you know it is what it is. But man, you know you keep up the good work and stay hitting the gym. And we thank you for calling, man. We're gonna move on to the next rant.
Yeah, whose rant was next?
Shout out
Karma.
CJ.
Shout out CJ.
Shout out to you,
Keeping
CJ.
your head up.
But that's still crazy. She said, "I ain't taking no medicine. There's something that's gonna make you
something
feel
wrong.
better."
Something was wrong with her.
I think she was
exactly.
She was trying to motivate him
Yeah.
and going the wrong way about it because she might have been taking them,
Ultim-
but we don't know it.
That and something was wrong with her.
Ultimatums are never a good way to motivate anybody.
He tried to help her. He bought the medicine.
Right, they not. But we can move on to the next rant.
I ain't taking it until you go to the gym.
All right, Carmen, what you got for us?
I want to preface my rant by saying I honestly,
I'm
truly.
gonna feel like shit until you go to the gym. Okay, never mind. Go ahead. My bad.
It's all good.
That's wild.
I want to preface this rant by saying that I'm not trying to attack anybody, any category of people or anything. But I was watching a video the other day. I was watching a video the other day.
Exactly.
Where there was a woman and she was talking about breastfeeding her children, right? And there was a whole bunch of people in the comments telling her the correct word is chest feeding, not breastfeeding. Okay. They were telling her that she needs to be inclusive. I mean, and they were just attacking this woman so bad in her comments to where like she was trying to defend herself, like, you know, I'm a woman, I have breasts, and it was like, no, it's chest. And like her whole comments were filled with people telling her the correct term in 2023 is chest feeding. And here's my point.
Fuck 2023.
Here's my point. And I listen, y'all. If y'all cancel me, I ain't nobody nothing like that. But I for real now. There is a difference
Men got chest
between a trans woman and a cisgendered woman.
There is, absolutely.
Okay?
Absolutely.
Now, I understand you want to identify as women. You want to be called women. You want to be inclusive. And that is fine. We love y'all the same. Nobody is, well, for me, I'm not going to, exclude you if you want to be in some group I'm in. It's no problem. But if a woman that has milk coming out her breast tell you is breastfeeding, relax. To all you that support trans women, relax. It's even bad to the point to where like they have trans women doing tampon commercials. Y'all don't have periods.
Like I just,
Echo, please, Echo, please.
I'm just saying.
Let me finish my ride. Did I say that part?
Turn the outro music.
But what I'm saying is
we're cooked.
But what I'm saying is we can be inclusive of trans women without demeaning regular women and forcing them to change their language, like breastfeeding or having a period or whatever the case may be. Like, there are natural born women in this world, and it's things that trans women will never go through. And again, I'm not taking nothing from y'all, but it just seemed like at sometimes, like, y'all try to attack what's always been. Like, breastfeeding is breastfeeding, my people. Okay, it is what it is. And for y'all to continuously attack people, you're doing what other people do to you. Like, I found like a lot of people in certain communities, when we just talking regular, whether I call myself hetero, no, you're cis. It's fine. You can call me what you want to call me, but I just feel like we're just like confusing things these days. You know what I'm saying? To you, it's chest feeding because you're a trans woman. To me, it's breastfeeding because milk actually comes from. But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just it's going too far. Like, if you want people to respect your labels and respect how you identify and respect things about you, you need to respect how natural women talk amongst women. I got cramps this month. I got my period. Don't tell them anybody can menstruate. That is a lie.
I'm about to lay the fault of this on the women, and the only reason I say this is because it's like, you can be inclusive, and that's fine. We should all be inclusive, but when you conform, where's the line? Like, where is the line to where, hey, we've conformed enough, or hey, we have given into your demands, enough. Like, okay, so you can't feel in any form like it's something that you don't like, and if you feel anything that's against your liking, everybody else around you is a bigot.
And they instantly call you homophobic or transphobic or something like that. It's crazy.
Can I say something?
And the problem is, the people that's on their side, you're going to get people off of your side, or you're going to make people choose a different side if you make everything that they're doing wrong.
Correct.
So what I wanted to say was, there are extremists in every movement.
True.
Yes.
Every single movement. It goes from the LGBTQ to Black Lives Matter.
Correct.
Any movement, there's going to be extremists. So I feel like if we don't give them the energy, if we don't react, we don't pay them any mind, what foot do they have to, like, what pedestal do they have to stand on if nobody's paying you any attention? Like, we cannot give these extremists any power or any energy or any attention. We really can't. And then they keep that power, and they keep thriving, and they keep trolling on the internet because people are paying them attention.
Yeah, the most disrespectful, dismissive thing that you can ever do to somebody is act like they don't exist.
Correct.
It's almost like I had to be, simplistic. It's like Freddy Krueger. He didn't have no power until you gave it to him. When you slept, you was like, oh man, he's real. Like, just ignore his ass, and then you ain't got to deal with it.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah,
it is.
But
and you hit a hard hitting one right there.
Yeah, I just feel bad for that one.
I'm
surprised she went there too. I got one.
Yeah.
So hey, the lady, the Canadian lady, I think she's a Canadian teacher. The lady
defend the nipple.
Listen, the lady with the huge, she got the size Z tits.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier.
Oh, y'all talked about it earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, well, listen. My rant on that is, you know better, man.
Yeah.
You know better. You can't teach kids like that.
You can't be creating a distraction and expecting them to pay attention.
Absolutely.
Take them off when you come.
I mean, what if I had a penile enlargement that was bulging out of my pants,
all the way down.
Penile enlargement.
That is a real thing.
That's a real thing.
It is.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It's a real thing.
You can see you can see the helmet a little bit. You can, and I'm walking around.
Karma, yo.
Mama's like, I'm gonna call him back and tell him you can do something about that.
That's hope for you.
We can be together.
Put it on your cat credit.
How good is your insurance?
Put it on your Capital One. You get 1.5% cash back.
Hey, you know we only like big meats.
What's in your wallet?
Nah, she's like, what's
But yeah, now she was. It was out of pocket, and nah, you can't work with kids like that. And anybody that's on this person's side is just being ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
I bet that kids don't go to that school.
That's it.
Right, exactly.
That's it.
I think I heard something about dude was the reason why he did
Size Z. Z cups.
Yeah, I know.
Have you ever even heard? Oh, I didn't. Did I say
No,
something?
he didn't.
Is it a trans person or is it a?
It's a trans
It's a trans
woman.
woman, so it's a her. Yeah.
So
cool,
when
whatever.
she take it off, she's still a trans woman?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because she identifies.
Hold on, a trans woman. Hold on, there's
Somebody
a lot
who's
of
taking the hormones to become a woman.
not necessarily.
Okay.
There's a lot of trans women like I don't know if y'all know of T.S. Madison. T.S. Madison doesn't take any hormones. She still has her original born member, but she has maybe implants and stuff. But she don't take hormones or nothing like that.
Right.
And she'll tell you in a minute, like, I like my stuff. So they don't necessarily have to take hormones to be a trans woman. It's as long as they identify. Like y'all seen that man. Remember that store that video where the man went to a gaming store where he went into a gaming store and he had like a short blonde wig on. He was like, "You're going to dress me as ma'am.
You're going to dress me as a ma'am."
He wanted to be addressed as ma'am. So listen, we can't be so specific. Like, are you taking hormones? If they tell you I'm a trans woman, okay, ma'am. You understand? You could be respectful about it.
And do realize we're on TikTok, so I just wanted to, before someone come in there talking about something, well, they didn't address them in the right pronoun.
I'm confused, so that's the disclaimer. I don't know what the hell is going on.
Them. I can't offend nobody if I say they them.
So who we're talking about is a trans person who's apparently a teacher at a
trans
school.
woman.
Yes, trans woman.
Break that down. Break that down.
I'm just saying.
We can't break down a trans woman. It's on a whole different spectrum. They have some that take hormones. They have some that just identify.
So
they have some that go all the way to
surgery. What are you telling me? There's 4 different trans women?
No. It's only one.
A trans woman is any person who's biologically born as a male
and
who identifies
as a woman. There you go.
You know.
Great. That's a great thing.
Yeah,
You better break it down.
I'm trying.
All right, Artiste.
I'm trying to host this thing.
This is why I know you're wrong. Because a trans woman could be a woman that's somebody that's born female, but feels like they were male, but transformed back into a woman. You actually can do that.
That's a trans man.
No, you actually can do that. You actually,
no, sir.
No,
I am right. I am right.
Wait, what are y'all talking
about? Reverse the process.
Like if they reverse the process,
I'm not talking about any.
I'm
not talking. If they reverse the process, they just go back to being a cisgendered woman.
No, what I'm telling you is this person was born woman.
Yes.
But felt like they were felt like they were a man.
That's a trans man.
Hold on. But was gonna trans back into a woman.
A cisgender woman. That's it.
No, you're not respecting how this person feels.
I see what you did.
I
see what you
did. That's real. That's real.
Throw it.
That's too hard.
Shit.
I am inclusive here.
That's almost like the black dude talking about he identifies as a white man.
I should have never ranted
funny
about
you
this.
Say that. Funny you say that. There is a person on one of those little.
It's the truth. Somebody said this.
Yes, but listen, there's a person who identify as a white female, but their appearance, I'm thinking it's a black male that wears a wig or a black trans woman. I'm not sure.
Correct.
She goes by the name of Betty Jo.
Betty Jo is a white woman.
And she be on there talking to like celebrities. I don't know what platform it is. It might be
it's TikTok.
Is that the big old
TikTok?
It's TikTok.
That ain't the big old one.
No, that's TikTok. She be on TikTok and she is a white woman, and she
identifies as a white woman.
So then that's what she is.
Yeah,
because that's how she identifies.
But when you look at her, what do you see? I mean, not what she identifies as.
When I look at her, I see a black
trans woman.
Yes.
And she be on there. I be like, so what you put in your application? You apply for a job.
You open up this whole.
I'm an ally.
But no, that's a good.
It's not me confusing you.
I'm like,
that's a fair question, though.
Get the fuck out of here talking about an ally.
I'm an ally.
I can't stand Red
I am,
Man,
though.
dog. That's the perfect sound.
Listen, while we identifying this, whatever we want to, I'm identifying the end of this show. It's been a great and awesome show. I'm also identifying as you coming back next week. You know what I'm saying? That's my new name. Come back next week. You know what I'm saying? I might change it next week, but it is what it is. Don't judge me. I can be what I want. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Razman for opening up that can of worms. You know, he kept it 1,000. Shout out to Echo the Model. Listen, we're a little lit. Do not judge us on the last 10 minutes of the show. You know, we was just
Nobody was offensive. Nobody was offensive.
We're trying to get some information.
Be what you are, identify as what you are. We'll respect you. You know, if you call in and say you're this, we're gonna call you that, no matter what. You know, shout out to your good karma, Echo the Model, Razman, our amazing producer, Mr. Boom, and of course, Chef Magic here, right hand man, and like a buck behind the scenes holding it down. You see it? Hit him with an echo. You see it?
Hey. We're live again next week at 7 p.m. CPT
Now,
time.
if the woman had responded and said, I'm breastfeeding like only biological women can do,
she would have got in trouble. Like you tried to get us in trouble right at the end, right after a nice